Lacey has for us. Jelly or jam? Does anyone know the difference? Nuts or nut butter substitute?
Disgusting.
You've been selected to participate in episode 3 Chopp'd. The ingredients are jelly jam. Who cooks with jelly? Anyway.
Jelly of any kind, nuts, dairy, and
Nuts or nut butter, dairy, and bacon.
Bacon?
Ooh boy. Susan, I'm up for the challenge.
This is the Brennan Kitchen. Welcome. Here's where we're going to try to pull off the Lacey Challenge.
Welcome to Casa Cameron.
Buongiorno. My name is Lucia De Mello, and this is my kitchen where the magic happens.
Hi everyone, so this is my kitchen.
Hi everyone, this is my kitchen. I have a dishwasher that does not work because it's mobile and it doesn't hook up to my sink. But I don't really have much counter space, so that's my table. My pantry is actually that with the boxes. And then this is my kitchen.
Welcome to Senora Conifrey's kitchen. I'm very lucky. I have lots of counter space for that takeout food and my handy dandy microwave to reheat it.
Okay, so here we are once again. This is my kitchen. And here's where I do all my cooking.
All right, everybody, this is another episode of Chopp'd, and this is my kitchen. Should have probably cleaned it.
All right, let's see what we got. We got bacon. We got jelly. We got butter. Bacon and butter, fat-free.
All right, let's see. Got some bacon, some jelly.
Bacon. I don't think I have bacon, but I have pancetta. Pancetta is Italian bacon.
Some peanut butter here. That sounds good. I at least have all of these ingredients to start.
okay, ingredients. So, initial thoughts, Indian food? Don't have the spices though. Then I'm thinking donut. I don't want anybody to be mad if I bake something.
We're going in. All right, what would be in the fridge? Jam or jelly?
Okay, so this is a tough one. I think the first thing I'm gonna do is make a drink and think about it.
All right, so we got peanuts, some bacon, jam, and dairy. I think, and there's some vanilla bean right there. I think I'm gonna make ice cream. Crazy, funky ice cream.
Okay, so I'm gonna go rogue and make a cookie. I'm gonna make a maple bacon, almond butter, thumbprint cookie filled with or topped with red raspberry jam, and using almond butter because we have a peanut allergy in the household. So we'll see how it goes.
All right, so I'm going to be making a pistachio encrusted haddock.
So I think I'm going to make a peanut butter and jelly deep fried Monte Cristo-like thing, something that we can have for lunch.
Alright guys, so I am about to start on the meatloaf mixture, which I'm gonna mix with these puppies. So, do a little hand washing.
Right, so I'm getting ready to get cooking. I'm going to be using some soap, and we've all learned about how to properly wash your hands, make sure they're all nice and clean before starting to cook.
Smells like grape soda.
All right, let's get our hands washed before we help Mommy.
Make sure I wash my hands.
Cooked the bacon for my bacon jam that's gonna go on top of the meatloaf. And hopefully I pulled it off in time and it's not burned.
All right. So I think what I'm gonna do with the jelly is make a barbecue orange chicken in my Instant Pot because it's the best thing ever, and pretty much I only cook using that because I don't know how to do much else. Then for the cheese, the nuts, and bacon, I'm gonna make a salad.
I'm gonna take my paint brush and I'm gonna paint these raspberry preserves.
Alright, so I've got my bacon cooked and I've got a red pepper jelly and vinegar glaze that I'm going to pour over the bacon. And hopefully it'll kind of caramelize on top of the bacon.
Peanuts are going pretty good right now. I've never done this before, so I'm really curious to see how it comes out. But they're supposed to reduce down and become candied peanuts.
Okay, and crack my egg to throw in the mix, cracking it in a bowl because I don't want to get shell in the mix. Beautiful.
Alright, we're going to make some almond flour crackers, some gluten-free crackers that I added some cheddar cheese, some ground mustard, a pinch of cayenne, some salt and pepper. So we're going to put it on here and then put this on top, and my helper here is going to start rolling it out. Can you roll it out, Max? Keep going.
Alright, so I'm going to take 2 pieces of Italian bread. I'm going to put some jam on one side.
Okay, so I added the onions to the bacon for my bacon jam. And I'm supposed to add garlic soon. And also I'm supposed to be stirring this frequently, so I should probably do that.
Alright, so I put some bacon on and oh, it's hot. Ah. Oh, how do you keep it from splattering on you? Put a little more in. It cooks really fast, it seems, and if I'm not cooking it thoroughly, I guess I'll find out after I eat it.
The bacon's come out of the oven. And now I'm going to assemble. Look at the puff pastry. I'm going to chopped up the bacon. I'm going to put it on top here.
All right, candied bacon is coming along. You gotta brush it, flip it, brush it again. Do this for about every 5 minutes for about half hour. Smells good.
Okay, chopping up the bacon bits to add to the mix last, trying not to lose a finger in the process.
Alright, I'm using this pizza wheel to cut the crackers. I've never made crackers before. And then I'll stick them in the oven. Kind of messy. Hopefully we can get a couple good ones.
Okay, so the first step, I'm gonna make the breading. I can open this. Here we go. I really love my Parmesan cheese, and it's Parmigiano Reggiano, okay? So I put my Parmigiano Reggiano here. I have like about 4 chunks of Parmigiano Reggiano. And here's my pistachio, my pistachios. They go in with my Parmigiano Reggiano. And very important, we need to use some garlic. So I grew up watching my mom using, I really probably shouldn't do it on TV, but using a knife and crush the garlic. I'm gonna do the other one. And one more. Okay, almost done. So now I'm going to put the garlic in the blender. See? And one more. Get in there, guys. Be patient. I know you're hungry.
So I'm gonna fry up this bad boy and see how this concoction comes out. Everybody loves peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. Everyone loves brown sugar and bacon. This is gonna be awesome.
Alright, so I'm about to hand mix the That meatloaf mixture. As you can see, I put a bunch of stuff in here. I just finished cutting up half an onion. I called my mom for her meatloaf recipe because I haven't made it ever in my life. I did enjoy it though when I was a kid.
Right, we made it to the salad part, which is where the turkey bacon, the dairy, which I'm using Mexican style cheese, and the almonds are going to.
Okay, so now comes the fun part. I hope this is gonna work. Kind of wish this was clay instead of puff pastry, but okay.
The condensed milk and the vanilla bean is in there. The heavy cream is whisked on medium high until peaks form. Let's see what that means.
Kind of put the thumbprint in. Very nice.
Okay, so now I'm going to wash the Brussels sprouts. And only when they're nicely washed, I'm going to cut the bottom. And sometimes when you do that, maybe like some of the outer leaves come out, and that's fine. And then when I'm done cleaning up all the Brussels sprouts, Anthony followed me. My son Anthony is helping me with the video. So then I take the rest of the Brussels sprouts and I put them in the pan because I'm going to blanch them. So in just a couple of minutes, the pan is going to be full of Brussels sprouts.
The bacon jam is currently reducing, so I'm pretty excited about that.
I love avocado, so we gotta put a little bit of avocado in there. Just chop it up once it goes.
Alright, so the ice cream looks like it kind of separated into two layers. The top layer is a little like icy. I'm going to throw it in here, beat it up a bit, and throw it back in the freezer.
Alright, so I have my almond flour crackers here, and I'm going to place a piece of sharp cheddar cheese on each one. So I have my nuts, my dairy, and then I'm going to put about a half a piece of bacon that's glazed with the hot pepper jelly on each cracker. More. And then just for a little garnish, I'm going to put a little bit of dill right on the top just to give it a little bit of freshness.
All right, ready to serve. So I'm going to get some haddock and just lay nicely here on the plate. And my Brussels sprouts are ready. There we go.
Alright, so this is the sandwich after I've deep fried my peanut butter and jelly sandwich with my coating. I'm gonna cut it in half. Just for some topping, so I'd add a little bit of bacon to the top and toss on some nuts.
Alright, y'all, so the meatloaf is out of the oven. It smells amazing. And I'm just gonna put it on a plate.
The puff pastry is out of the oven. It didn't leak, which is awesome. I let it cool a little bit. I'm gonna put it on the plate. I have a few crackers to go around it. I'm gonna cut into it. Take got a piece. Rick McKenna, you're way better at this than I am.
Alright, so this is a vanilla cake and the homemade ice cream. They scooped on the side of the vanilla cake. We're going to top that with candied peanuts and candied bacon with a topper of hot berry jam. All right, enjoy, people.
Challenge accepted, Lacey.
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 Lacey, challenge accepted.
Challenge accepted, Lacey.
Welcome to the third episode of WHS Warrior Cafe Chopp'd. We had a great week this week. Everybody did a fabulous job, and we're going to talk to everybody about that in a minute. Yes, bravo. So this week's challenge was jam or jelly of any kind. And there was a question, Mr. Brennan. Jelly is made from juice. Jam is made from fruit.
All right. Right. So it's not like a no seed thing.
Yeah, right. Jelly has no seeds. It's clear.
What's
Okay.
marmalade then?
Jam, technically.
It's a fancy
But
word.
I think citrus only. Any citrus is can be
That's
a
right.
marmalade. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Anyway, just to clarify that. Nuts or nut butter of any kind. And we had quite a selection of different nuts. And bacon and something dairy. Could be anything from cheese to ice cream to milk, milk, cheese, ice cream, cream, all of that stuff. So everybody really embraced the challenge. So we're going to go through you all, and you're all going to talk to me about what you did, how you liked it. And we're going to start with Patrick. And so what did you think of the challenge?
So I thought it was awesome. It was a lot of fun. And first and foremost, like, so impressed with everybody else's dishes. I would have eaten any of that you put in front of me. But I do have a confession right out of the gate. My wife is trained as a pastry chef and has worked as a pastry chef. So she was
I was
like,
going to call you on that.
I'm messing up.
You can't clean though.
Yeah,
That joke,
so she, left me to my own devices. She did cringe a few times while taking the shots. But she was like, "Cookie, you're doing a cookie." All right. And so it was. It went really well. I was a little skeptical about the bacon in the batter kind of thing, but between the kind of, I left out the salt. That was my idea. No, it wasn't. My wife said you should leave out the salt if you're putting bacon in there. Leave out the salt. So it was a maple bacon, which added some sweetness. Used an unsweetened almond butter. My son has a peanut allergy, so that worked out fine. And then, the little bit of jelly on the top. It was really good. It was really delicious and time consuming. My wife's much more efficient at that whole thing than I am.
Yeah.
And I was like back and forth. What do I get next? And this and that. And what would take her about an hour took me about 2.5, 3 hours. So, but it was a lot of fun.
Good,
was
good. Would you make it again?
Yeah, absolutely.
Really?
It was. I mean, it was legit. It was tasty. And today, in fact, the bacon flavor came through a little bit more, but it was like that maple bacon flavor. So I think they were even a little bit better today. So
Nice.
I'd make them again.
Good, good.
Or you'll have her make them again.
in a third of the time.
Or maybe she could teach your class, do your next class, right?
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, right. Okay, Raisa, how about you?
So first of all, I too had so much fun doing this. And my husband was really excited because I am not a big cooker. So he was like so excited. He's like, this is the first time you've cooked in like 5 years. I'm like, well, I don't know about 5 years, but so it was so fun to do. I think when I saw the ingredients, my first thought was to bake something, but I'm a terrible baker. Like I burn things. It's like, you know, we have homeowners insurance, but I didn't want to destroy my kitchen just yet. So I was like, I had made the barbecue orange chicken before, and it was actually a recipe from a friend of mine. So I was like, well, we have chicken and I need to use like a jelly or jam. I was like, I could do that. And then I was like, my standby is a salad. So I was like, I can just add, you know, the dairy, the nuts, and I used turkey bacon in the salad. That was kind of the only thing I could really think of. I'm
Very
not
entertaining watching you cook the bacon.
Oh my, that was, so I wanted to cut that out. I was like, oh my God, we need to redo it. And my husband's like, no, leave it. Because I was burning myself with the oil. I was like, oh my gosh, how do I? He's like, next time you need to use tongs. I'm like, all right, well, live and learn. Not gonna lie, I had never cooked turkey bacon before. So it was so much fun, and we want to do the next one. He's like, you need to do the next one, probably because he wants a free meal. And none of us got food poisoning, so it was great.
That's definitely great.
Spread the word. Let's get more people in on this. I want to shame the history department right now. History, shame. Yeah, come on, history. And administration. Where are you?
Exactly.
Let's go, administration.
We should have just an administration challenge.
I was just thinking the same thing. It should just be just administration battle.
Well, Will mentioned something about going toe to toe with Doug in his last email that I just read.
Doug is the only one that really responds to
it's out there.
Yeah. They need to say challenge accepted, Lacey. You know?
Come on, guys, let's go. Come on, guys and gals, let's go.
Yeah. So would you make it again, Raisa? My screen froze a little while ago again. I had to switch. What is this? Devices. Yes.
Yeah, no problem. Absolutely. And my Instant Pot, I use that's like the one thing I cook in. So
yeah,
definitely would make it again. It was good.
That's good. Catherine, how about you? Crackers. Wow. Good job.
Yeah, it took me a while. Like when I saw the ingredients, my initial thought was to just make like a giant grilled cheese sandwich with bacon and put everything in, just smack it all together. Then I've done like brown sugar coated bacon before, which is really good. The brown sugar on the bacon. And I remember how good that was. So I was like, well, maybe I'll try that with the jelly. Had some pepper jelly, and it was really good. I would definitely do that part of it again. It was really easy. I just poured it on after. I think Joy, you did something like that with the bacon too, I think. And then the crackers, I've never made crackers before. I made them with the almond flour, and I put like the cheddar cheese in it, and it was really good, but I did not have enough salt in it, and I didn't bake the crackers enough, so they weren't really crispy. They were a little bit more like soft. So they had good flavor. It just, I had no recipe, so I was just kind of throwing stuff together, but
yeah.
Overall, it was good. I liked the combination. I really like almond flour. I think it's a good, sub in if you're trying to make something gluten-free.
Yeah.
And the crackers that were like on the end that were really thin, that were really crispy, those were really good. So I know if I would have cooked the crackers a little bit more or made them thinner, it probably would have been better. So
yeah,
it was really fun. I had a great time. doing it, you know, and it also got my kitchen clean, which was nice.
Right?
Can't put everything away.
I can't film, so,
I can't believe
so
I
I did
shot,
like,
I can't believe I shot
I
my
was like-
kitchen completely dirty. I'm like, as I was finishing up my shot, I'm going, I should have cleaned.
I don't know though. It was hard to tell because that was the wrong time of day for your shot in your kitchen.
yeah.
Mine took multiple days. So I shot mine in stages.
I noticed that with Reza. Did you start during the day and finish like late in the evening? Because it went. Wow.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
that's
a process. When I get in the kitchen, you know it's going to be, you know, I need time. So
You're in for the long haul.
it's an event. It's an event.
That's awesome.
And just, I just wanted to throw this out there, all you continuity people, this is totally not the same shirt that I was wearing last night.
Mhm.
I've showered and changed completely.
Good.
Good to know.
You do make sure you tell us that every week. You know that, right?
Yeah. Right? Now we're I wasn't even thinking about it, but now I'm beginning to wonder.
I'm starting to think, you know.
He wants the viewers to know we bathe still, even though we're on quarantine.
One quick aside. I really like the fact that we were all washing our hands. I think it's
Yes. They got that shot. That was very good.
well done. Awesome.
Yeah. How about you, Bridget?
Yeah, I bounced around for most of the week looking at the ingredients, trying to decide. Like I first went like, oh, I should do something that I could bake. And I'm like, I don't know if this is baking. And I was like, maybe an appetizer, then a salad. And then I was just kept going back to the peanut butter and jelly idea and just sort of pulled that one out of thin air and went to see how it would work. You know, I kept trying to figure out how to add more dairy in. The egg was the only thing I could think of. I tried to whip some cream, but it didn't whip right. So I decided that wasn't going to work. So maybe I should have included that shot of me trying to whip cream. And then it just wouldn't.
Yeah.
Well, when I had been to the grocery store, they didn't have any whipping cream, and the half and half didn't work as well. But and then I was like, oh, how do I make, like if I was frying chicken, I would have made a bread. So I was like, oh, what should I do? And I was like, oh, brown sugar would be good. And everything just tasted really good.
Yeah, it looked like it did.
It was
Decadent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know no one else wanted to try it in my house. Everyone had an issue. Everyone's like, oh, I don't like bacon in my peanut butter and jelly. I'm like, well, just try it.
How do you know?
Right.
I've never tried this before, but
Right.
I mean, I don't know if I'd make it again just because it was a lot of cleaning up and a lot of, it was very sweet, but it was really good.
Yeah. Yeah. Very good. Lucia, pancetta. I loved it. I loved that.
I had so much fun making it, and actually my son was helping me. He's taken film in high school, and he was helping me out. I had so much fun with him. I will definitely do it again because it was a great experience. And I've never made this recipe before. I struggled a lot. I rarely cook with bacon and jelly, and just doesn't happen to be my thing. But I was, I was a challenge, and I figured it out. It took me a few days of thinking and going back and forth. But I absolutely loved it. I will definitely make it again. And
it looks good. Really good.
Thank you. It turned out to be delicious, considering it was something I never made before. And I've heard about it. I know that you can have, pistachios on fish. It was absolutely delicious. Yeah,
wow.
It was a great time.
Good. Joy.
Hi.
Hi. Now this is 3 weeks in a row, Joy?
Yes. Yeah. And I thought that maybe this time, because last time I had said that I felt like it was chopped every night at my house, and that choosing what to make did come very easy to me.
Yeah.
But then this week when I read your ingredients, I thought I never should have said that. So yeah, I figured, I mean, bacon, I think you can put bacon with anything, right?
Yep. Yeah, I think so.
But I've never done the candied bacon, so I painted the jelly and then I sprinkled it with some brown sugar. That was good.
Yeah.
That's like dangerous good.
It is. My son-in-law
Good.
makes it like every time we have a get-together, and puts it standing up in a glass, and you just can't get enough of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then, with the puff pastry, and then as I'm recording it, I'm thinking, oh crap, this could go horribly wrong with the puff pastry. I mean, yeah. But it
It's a
didn't.
chance to take. It didn't. It was beautiful.
It didn't leak. It didn't do, so.
Yeah,
So yeah, whew, I made it.
you did. It looked great. I wanted to eat it. Yeah.
When you were painting the bacon, I thought, leave it to the art teacher to take a paint brush to the bacon.
I thought
And
you were
then
gonna
at
make
one
it.
point, it's like, I wish this was clay.
You did say that. Yeah.
I'd feel a lot better about it.
Well, I thought when you said you were going to paint the bacon with your paintbrush, I thought you were going to say, and yes, I cleaned my oil paint off of it already.
It's just a happy
No, I have
little
my
bit of
kitchen
jam.
brush, and then my other brush. I have my kitchen scissors, and then my other
Yeah.
scissors. So
That's cool. Great job.
thank you.
Katie.
Hello.
Hello.
What was the question?
All right.
Yes.
Where are you? What is your name? Yes.
So I really enjoyed the challenge, guys. I bounced around for 3-4 days trying to decide on what to do.
Mhm.
It went from Indian food to a donut to a hamburger, and then I somehow landed on meatloaf. I don't know how that happened, but it was really fun.
Yeah.
And it was extremely delicious. So
Good.
yeah.
How
Well, 'cause
many
I had-
days did you have to eat it? Because it's just you, right?
Oh, I made it last night. So
all right.
I will be eating it for a few days. But I'm actually one of those people where I could eat the same thing every day for a week. So
Yeah.
Have you
doesn't
ever
bother
made
me.
a donut?
no, I haven't, but I'm pretty good at baking and cooking. So I wasn't
Because I was
afraid
thinking
of it.
about the donut. Because isn't there like the Cane's donut that has like?
Yeah.
But I've never made a
Full of
donut.
bacon on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
My favorite.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that would be a good way to incorporate everything, but I don't know. I didn't want to be a cheater. No offense, Pat.
Yeah, I never watched Chopp'd before, so originally I thought that I had to make something with all the ingredients, like everything together. So I was just like, I didn't realize that I could, like, I did the Brussels sprouts with the pancetta, with the bacon. I thought had to be one meal, like one item. So so that's why fortunately I was talking with some friends and they explained it to me. So it became a little bit easier to do.
Spoiler alert, I've never watched Chopp'd either.
I know you haven't.
No, I'm just kind
I
of, we're
mean,
kind of
at
just
this
making this
point, I
up.
don't know why.
Watch
Tuesday
it.
night. It's on Tuesday night.
It's such a good show.
I know, but
Yeah.
we're
Yeah.
totally ripping a show off that I've never seen before.
Right.
Right.
And
Well,
I've
one
watched
thing
a lot
said-
of cooking shows, but I don't think I've ever seen that one.
Me neither.
Really? Here
good.
comes
I've
Sam
never seen
again.
that.
Oh yeah.
Keep going. Thank you. All right.
Another,
everyone should submit their recipes, and then we should organize them into a Wakefield High cookbook.
That's a
Good
good
idea.
idea.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah,
Good
because I would
idea.
like to make some of your recipes, and also episode 1 and 2 had some excellent recipes, but
Yeah.
you get the idea, but I really would like to see the ingredients and like and the measurements so to be able
Yeah.
to make it at home. Yeah.
That would be
Well,
Okay.
I'd be willing
good
to.
idea.
If you guys want to write down the recipes, I'd be willing to put them together.
Oh, fantastic.
Cool.
I'll send you my recipe.
Yeah. It's a great
Thank
idea.
you.
Perfect.
good
Yeah.
idea.
My problem is
Yeah.
that I don't measure anything. I'm going to have to figure it out.
No, I don't
That's
measure
my
Yeah,
either.
just, you know,
Ditto.
you don't have to worry about that. Just, okay, a handful of this, a handful of that,
That's right.
grandma style.
That's right.
I had a serious near blooper moment that involved filming this thing. I did a shot of me. I nuked my bacon. I microwaved the bacon. And so I did a shot of me putting the bacon inside the microwave with my phone in the microwave. I came this close to firing up the microwave.
Oh my God.
Oh,
Oh,
Yeah, but fortunately, no foams were harmed in the making of
this
episode
yeah.
of Chopp'd.
I have to say one thing from the production side of things, you guys all got amazing shots, and your
Yeah.
camera assistants were great. Your lighting for the most part was really awesome, and like really bringing the phone like right in on the on the food, like that's, I mean that makes it look really a lot like each one of these episodes is getting better and better, I think.
Yeah, they are. They are.
So well done.
Very
Good camera operators.
Yes, indeed. Yes.
Good stuff.
You guys are good. So we're gonna wrap this one right now.
Oh no, we have to ask John.
Candied bacon is the greatest thing I think I've ever
Right?
made. If you have never done it, I highly recommend it. Wait, Pat, let's do it.
It's dangerous.
Candied bacon is I had candied bacon creme brulee one time, and I was like, wait, what? The waiter said the words to me, the candied bacon creme brulee, and I went, I'm sorry, can you just say that again? Because
Lower.
I never knew that bacon and dairy would go that well together, but the candied bacon on the ice cream was absolutely
Sounds so good.
Homemade ice cream is really easy to make.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I never knew that. I heard there was a run on ice cream, so like I haven't eaten ice cream for 2 years. I'm like, oh, I need ice cream, so like I got to figure out how to make it now. But it's
What happened with that little separation issue you had?
Yeah.
Like it was separated, then you like it magically like resolved itself, or
No,
That's
so
because he
so
threw
what I
it
did-
away and he brought out the friendly.
Big guns.
I used the mixer and just mashed it up, and like it warmed up a bit and mashed it all up and threw it back in the freezer, and it came out and it
refluffed.
it fixed it.
Well,
Yeah.
I was talking with Andrew about it because Andrew makes ice cream, and he said that most people tend to beat it, because they want that. He says you really need the deep freeze, the deep freezer, like the sub-zero is what it is. But it looked good from what you did.
It was ice cream. It was vanilla ice cream.
Yeah.
Really tasty.
Really good.
And
It looked very creamy.
I'll do it again.
Yeah, it looked really good. And of course, Jasmine's plating was wonderful again.
yeah.
That's all her.
But yeah, that like somebody else had said, the hot jam going over the ice cream, that was the money shot, John.
Yeah.
That was it.
Susan, what were you thinking when you gave these ingredients? What were you thinking? Like, what came to mind?
Yeah, I had thought, like originally when I proposed it, I said ice cream. Instead of generic dairy, I told John ice cream, and he said, go with dairy. I had thought about making some kind of a pastry, like a Pop-Tart kind of a thing. And I was going to use the ice cream as the dairy and fat in the dough. And then I was going to put probably the nuts or nut butter or bacon and nut butter inside, and then use the jam to make an icing. That was kind of what I had in my head, like a turnover kind of a thing with those things inside of it. But I didn't do it. So
It sounds delicious, though.
but I made it. Yeah, it sounded good. No,
Yeah, that sounds good. Homemade Pop-Tart and be on it.
But one of these days I'll do it again, something. But I made bread this week. Day before yesterday, I made an English muffin bread that was like double the size of I doubled it. It was in a pan de mie loaf pan, which is twice the length of a regular loaf pan. Like we need to be eating this much bread, but and I made a really nice sourdough that I was impressed with. I mean, it's hard for me to impress myself. Let's put it that way, because I'm really, really critical of everything I do. I'm my own worst critic. And but this loaf was gorgeous. It was Instagram worthy and beautiful. And we ate it the first day, and then today I said, I got to cut it in half and put half of it in the freezer because we can't keep eating this much bread. So today I made granola and yogurt instead.
I'll take the leftovers. I'll email you my address. Anything?
Yeah.
Because I thought about that too. I put some in the freezer, and I've been trying to send my son something baked every week, and I haven't today because he lives in Portland and I can't see him. And I was going to send him some bread. And then I said, maybe I'll just put it in the freezer and make another loaf another day. But yeah, it's like, you know, because it's just the two of us and we can't eat all this food, you know. And I do cook almost pretty much every night. I think maybe 3 nights I didn't cook since this whole thing started, which makes me crazy, really, because why, you know. But yeah, but it keeps me busy. It does make the day go by fast.
Yeah.
I got the bug. I'm making meatloaf tonight. I might have to go back and look at your recipe, Katie, because
That's awesome.
I'm on the meatloaf tonight.
I'm thinking
Meatloaf
about
is the
meatloaf.
thing. I made meatloaf last night too. I guess everybody's on the same.
Yeah.
Right. We did meatloaf last week, so.
Yeah, because I
Nice.
was thinking about it too. I have a package of beef in my fridge too, ready to go, trying to decide what to make. So, I mean, that's another thing. We can all talk about what we're making for dinner. John used to ask me almost every day, okay, Lace, what should I make for dinner tonight? You know? I'll come in the next day and say, I made this last night. What did you make? You know. So at least it keeps it going here for us.
Yeah, I missed that. I missed
I do
talking
too.
dinner. Lace,
Yeah.
what should I make for dinner tonight? You know?
Yeah, exactly. I know. It's hard. It's hard. That daily routine, not having it is hard. Whoever would have thought that we'd all be feeling bad about not being in school.
Right?
But I'm
And then
feeling
doing
pretty good
this
about
every
all the
week.
food we've been eating.
Yes, that's a good thing.
So
That's definitely a good thing.
if you're gonna eat food, eat good food.
Right.
Exactly.
Good.
And
Right.
every week it makes me clean the kitchen. You know?
Yeah.
Like,
Yes.
I look around, it's like, okay, I gotta.
Stop.
Well, I always said I have to stop going out to eat so that I can lose weight. And so instead I cook at home, and that's not working so well either. The cooking
I
at
know.
home is not a diet.
No, it isn't. It isn't. But everybody's still smiling, and that's important. And this one won't leave me alone.
Right?
Stop. She's rubbing on it now. So.
Oh, the baby. Oh.
Guys, awesome episode. Thank you guys for all the work that you guys put in, and
Yeah.
your shots were great. Your
Yeah.
audio sounded great. It makes it easy to put together a fun show that's worth watching when you guys
Exactly.
put in the time and effort. So, thank you.
Yes, awesome. And
Thank you,
come to
John.
book
Thank you.
club tomorrow so that you can hear what other people have to say about your experiments and your challenge.
All right,
And
so we're doing book club tomorrow.
yeah, right? Are you
Okay,
out?
we'll do book club tomorrow.
No,
Are
it's
you
up to
releasing
I
it
didn't
or
think about
were
it.
you gonna wait?
I'll release it.
No, it's up to you. I wasn't even thinking, see?
Oh, let's
They
do
were-
it. You guys want to do
Oh,
a book club
oh,
tomorrow?
Susan, you forgot we're on vacation.
Yes, we're on vacation.
Just this week.
Doesn't it feel like it?
Yeah, no, I have to remind myself what day it is. Okay,
Right.
it's Thursday, right, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this week has gone by fast. I don't know why. Because it's already
'Cause
Thursday.
it's
It feels like we
vacation
just
week.
did it. That's right.
Yeah.
All right,
That's
we'll
exactly
see
why.
all you viewers out there next week. Next Friday, we're gonna have another Chop Challenge. Step up to the plate. Come on, join
History,
in.
history.
Come on, history.
And administration.
Calling you out, Moody. See you guys
Okay,
next
guys.
All right. Thanks,
Bye.
everybody.
Everybody be well.
Bye.